Hi guys, welcome. In this video I'm just going to go through some advanced Maokai tips that I've came across, that I've found out or read about or seen. These tips aren't necessary to play Maokai good, but they'll really make a huge difference if you do them well. Enjoy. First thing we're going to look at is Maokai's passive. When you're clearing the jungle, you really want to keep an eye on it, and if you've got mana to spare, charge it up in between camps, because it does give you quite a lot of health back, and you never want to cast a spell when you've already got it. So as you've seen there, I've got blue buff mana to spare, so I just Q, and I Q again here just to get the charges up, because it heals me for 40 health every 5 spells. So I'm going to use 2 spells here and then attack, and it heals me. And that's just something you want to keep in mind when you're clearing the jungle. If you've got mana to spare, and if you're low on health, or even if you're not low on health, it's really good just to keep yourself topped up, because it does add up quite a lot. So here I'm just going to show how to execute a counter gank. I hit level 3. We had messed Jarvan up on his blue a bit, and that's why I saw my red. I was level 3, I was planning on going for the gank at level 3 anyway, so this kind of worked out decent for us. So I go into the bush and I'm waiting for Cat to pressure Ahri a bit and Ahri to push forward slightly, and then we see, switch to my view, and then we see Jarvan come round here. Cat knows what's up. Cat thinks, okay, I can't take this, I can't, I could run back, I could chimpo to Jarvan and get out that way, or we could try and burn some summoners to go for a kill. So luckily, Cat's got a braid on her and she decides to bring it towards me. Now I don't immediately jump out and W him, because that would put me closer to him and closer to Ahri. And it would mean if he wanted to escape, he would be closer to his turret. So what we're going to do is we're going to let him come into the bush slightly closer. My Q is coming off cooldown. That's the first thing I want to do. I want to Q him first. Q him, then a W straight onto him. So they've just now realised this very second that it's a 2v2 instead of a 2v1. So they're coming into the situation, and it looks kind of bad for Jarvan, as he has got 2 people hitting on him, and Ahri's quite far away. She just threw out her Q, she's got her E, she's only level 2, which is quite good. Cat's 2, and the 2 junglers are 3. So I Q him, I W onto him, I throw my E down. My E gets the first tick of damage, but it doesn't get the second tick. I think that probably would have killed him if the E went down. If I threw my E before I Q'd him, I probably could have got a kill, so that's what I know for next time. And he does his stuff to get away. Cat, I think Cat got charmed there, which wasn't very good, or else she could have got the kill. So he gets away on nothing, and he saved his flash, which is quite good on him. Cat gets away, and I got away, so there's really nothing that happened there, but that's just to show you how to execute it. You see I didn't W forward, and I know now that I should have threw my E first, because the E's left sitting there, and that could have done an extra 70 damage, which would probably have got him the kill. Next up is the starting path for Maokai. There was one that was widely used a while ago, but they nerfed it, but it's still possible nowadays, but it requires quite a lot of tailoring. You have to go 9-21-0 for the cooldown reduction, and you also have to have cooldown blues as opposed to MR per level, flat MR, sorry, and you need to have flat AP quints as opposed to movement speed or armor. So to get this start, you save maybe 3 seconds on your jungle, but you really have to give up movement speed, magic resist, and buff duration and extra mana, which is a really quite big on Maokai, so it's really up to yourself. Personally, I wouldn't do this because it requires very precise timing and a lot of practice, and it's really easy to disrupt. All that has to happen is someone to stop you putting down 1E, and that's it. Like, I finished at 143 there, and you'll see later on that it's really fast compared to the other one, but you have to give up quite a lot to get it done properly. This next one here is also pretty fast. This is quite widely known, but I put it in just in case you didn't know it. So you can put down, this one you put down 2 saplings before 140, and you have another one ready to put down for when it spawns. And for this to work, you have to have bladed armor from the defensive tree. This one's quite easy to do compared to the other one because it's not as precise. It is still easy to disrupt, but it's harder than the first method. And with this, you don't have to start anything specific like 19 ability power, taking cooldown reduction cooldown reduction blues, sorry, and the cooldown reduction from the offensive tree. So in this I started 0, 21, 9. So I've got 2 down and I'm holding a third one. They spawn, I hit the big one, I throw another one down, I hit the big one twice and walk away, and bladed armor kills the big one. And that's, I finished that camp at 146, so it was 3 seconds slower than the other one I showed you, but you don't have to tailor it as much as you did the last one. That was everything I had for today. Thanks very much. If you enjoyed it, you can subscribe if you're looking forward to more things coming out. You can also check me out at doublebuff.net. I'm a content producer over there, and I host videos up there and talk on the forums quite a lot, so you should really check it out. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.